everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a video that is quite personal and something that I haven't actually discussed here on YouTube before, and I've actually really discussed it on my blog as well. So I started my studies at university. I was at the University of Johannesburg. I enrolled for my first year of my LLB in 2009. And I found I had an aptitude for exactly what I was doing, and I absolutely loved it, and I started doing really well. And when I started doing really well, I started pushing myself so hard, and I was working with such determination, and I was putting in the hours, I was clocking the hours, and it came with difficulties. It came with needing to be a really strong person because my social life came to a screaming halt, and I just focused solely on making sure that I got the A's that I managed to achieve. And once I got to my third year, I realized that I'd done so well for the 3 years that there was a chance that I could cum laude my degree if I carried on working the way that I had been working. And so that put the pressure on myself. I wasn't competing with another person, I was competing only with myself. And so with the determination that I had, I pursued it. I worked 10 times harder, and it's so challenging to be in competition with yourself, but that is exactly what I was competing against. And I worked very, very hard. I remember my dad coming into my room, and most parents will encourage their children to study, whereas my dad encouraged me to go outside and walk in the garden and please take a break from studying. But it's what I did, and I did extremely well, and I managed to finish my LLB in 2012. I came the top 8 in my class. I achieved a gold medal for my studies, and I cum laude my LLB. And then I wasn't done yet. I wanted to do my master's degree. So in 2013, I started my master's degree in international law and absolutely loved it. I've never been so passionate about a topic ever. I carried on with that, and it turned out I did extremely well in my LLM as well. And I just loved it, and I loved carried on working as hard as I was working, and with as many hours that I was putting into this field that I was showing great aptitude for. And then I started my articles with great grades from varsity. I managed to get into one of the top firms in the country, and that was another accomplishment on its own rights. It's so difficult to get articles, let alone get at a great firm. So that was a huge success for me. And then it came with a huge personal challenge. On the 21st of May, in that first year of working and doing articles, I had a stroke at my desk, and it was not a small stroke at all. It was, it cost me 8 months of my life trying to recover from that, and I was rushed straight into the hospital. I had a great work team that managed to get me into hospital very soon after it happened, so I was lucky in that respect. Had I been driving or had I been at the shopping centres, people wouldn't have recognised the signs, and the repercussions would have been far, far worse. So anyway, I ended up in ICU for the next week or so, and my memory is for the most part completely blank of that time period. And then slowly I had to rebuild my vocabulary. I had to learn how to read again, which was extremely scary for everybody around me, and I just needed all their support, and all their support they actually gave me. So I was really lucky in that respect too. So along with my vocabulary having deteriorated terribly, and with my reading ability having come to a complete halt, I had a lot of work to do, and I needed a lot of rehab. So I managed to go to a fantastic rehab center, and I started working there with occupational therapists and with a speech therapist, and I started building my memory back to where it was. It took a very, very long time to be able to do that, but I worked very hard at it, and it was with huge amounts of determination that I managed to get through that. And through this whole difficult time, I just persevered. There was something that I wanted to achieve at the end of the day, and I just made sure that I was on the right path to achieving it. I would wake up in the morning with the determination that I was going to get back on the horse and be just as successful in my studies prior to the stroke that I was going to be in my career after the stroke. And every single day I woke up, I whipped out my legal notes and I went through them. I went through them with my occupational therapist. I was convinced I was going to write my board exams immediately after having the stroke, which was probably an unrealistic expectation and worried my doctors a little bit, but it was that determination is exactly what got me through the whole process. And throughout that whole process, I maintained that I wanted to carry on blogging and create creative content and keep all those aspects in my life that I had prior to the stroke. So I really focused on exactly what I wanted from my life, and I worked towards that. So I was off work for an 8-month period, which is a substantially long time to be off of work. But as soon as I got back to work, I wrote my board exams. I passed my board exams first time round, something that I'm very proud of, because people that haven't suffered a huge medical issue don't always manage to do that. So I felt I could pat myself on the back for that massive achievement. And then I carried on with my articles, and on the 16th of March this year, I was successfully admitted as an attorney of the High Courts of South Africa, which was such a relief after the journey that I've been on. And considering the fact that I started my articles in 2014 and it is now 2017, it's been a long road, and it's been one that's included a lot of tears and a lot of hard work and required a lot of support from the people around me. And I've just been very, very blessed in all those aspects, and also in the aspect that I managed to 100% recover, and I couldn't be more grateful. I wanted to share my story, it being an extremely personal one, but just to motivate you that don't worry, whatever challenges you are experiencing in your life at the moment, just keep persevering, just keep looking at the end result, keep focusing on what it is that you want from life, and just keep working towards it. Learn from your experiences and just keep carrying on, because you deserve to be proud of yourself, and it's not a selfish thing by any means. Everybody deserves to be proud of themselves. So I'm encouraging you, be proud of yourself and never give up. Thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon. Bye guys.